In this video, I will share with you how I came about with the idea of walking from Chicago to LA and what I realized was my biggest takeaway at the end. So stick around. My name is Rashid Huda, aka Mister Weirdo, and I help people over 50 create a life of freedom, fortune, and fun by embracing what I call their inner weirdo, which is my way of saying your authentic divine self. My original idea was to drive up and down Route 66 for a year. I was living in my van at the time that I called my mobile domicile. My idea was to drive 3 months in one direction and then another 3 months back in the other direction and do it twice. So make two round trips from Chicago to LA along Route 66 and take pictures and create a picture essay, picture story in different seasons of the year and how it impacts the people, the landscape of Route 66. That was my original plan. And as I was doing research on my phone, and this is back in 2016 when Google was still experimenting with things that we take for granted these days, a pop-up showed up on my phone that said, go ahead, use your voice to ask Google how long the Wall of China is. And I was like, huh? But I said, what the heck, I'm game. Hey Google, how long is the Wall of China? A visual popped up. Had a picture of a man walking atop the Wall of China, and it said that it was built during the Ming Dynasty, and it's about 5,500 miles long. And suddenly I said, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, Google, has anybody ever walked the entire distance of the Great Wall of China? Well, as it turned out, 5 people started in October of 2000. Only one person finished in the January of 2002. Now, I was a math major in college, and my math major brain went into overdrive, and I did some quick calculation in my head. That's only 12 miles a day. I can do that. And that's where the crazy idea surfaced. Instead of driving up and down the road, I'll just walk from one end to the other. 12 miles a day, that's like walking in the park for 6 hours. Heck, that's not a big deal. And it just so turns out that there was a town about every 12 to 15 miles as you moved from Chicago westward. So that was the plan that I was going to follow to get from Chicago to LA. And as I approached the west end of the route, there were no towns, 12 to 15 miles. So I ended up usually walking much longer distances, but by that time I was in much better shape and very much used to walking a longer distance. I'll go into that in some other videos. There has been some interesting people wanting to know about my epic walk, so I will do a few videos and share the lessons I learned, the people I met, the stories that I had to tell, and boy, do I have stories to tell. Wonderful, wonderful stories to tell. So, as I promised, in the end, my greatest takeaway was right there in the middle of the road, about just past midway between Chicago and LA. And you can see that in the picture. This is Mr. Weirdo saying you can create magic and miracles when you embrace your inner weirdo. Stay blessed, my friend. Stay blessed.